With a sentence of life in prison with possibility of parole after 35 years, the case finally came to a close for Willard Miller, one of the Fairfield teenagers who admitted to killing their teacher, allegedly over a bad grade. It's been nearly 2 years since Willard Miller and Jeremy Goodale were arrested and charged for beating Noema Graber to death. Miller facing the judge for sentencing today. He and Jeremy Goodale admitting to planning out their attack for weeks when they were both 16. Goodale testified that both he and Miller struck Graber and hid her body. Miller, however, said he only helped and denied actually hitting her. Both took plea agreements in the end. Now, today's hearing taking hours. Investigators were called to testify who described Graber's body and social media postings that led them to question Miller and Goodale to begin with. Prosecutors also showed recordings of police interviews with both suspects, along with graphic images of Graber's body and the crime scene. 10 people also gave victim impact statements, though not included is Graber's widower, who fought to speak at the sentencings as he battled a fatal illness. He passed away last week. Now, their son instead was one of the family members speaking directly to Miller.
And I feel sorry for you. I really feel sorry for your mother, your grandmother, and all your family. They seem like decent people, and I still think that there's potential for you to become a decent person as well. I don't see it at the moment, but I really hope that one day you can be.
Miller himself also spoke to the court, saying he wanted to apologize to Graber's family, her church, and the community. But he also spoke to his own family, saying he recognized the impact his actions had.
I would also like to apologize to the community, to just the ripple effect that my actions have had, everyone that has affected. I would like to apologize to my family. I love you guys so much, and I'm really sorry for what I've done.
As the judge handed Miller his sentence, he said, quote, "Ultimately, I find that your intent and action was sinister and evil." Well, obviously an emotional day in Jefferson County as the court heard hours of details in this case. Local 5's Larissa Leone was inside the courtroom as all of this unfolded. Larissa, what did you experience?
Yeah, Stephanie, that's right. Today, a Fairfield judge decided the future of 17-year-old Willard Miller and his involvement in the death of Noema Graber. Now, Miller is sentenced to a mandatory of 35 years, a life sentence, with the possibility of parole after 35 years. Today in the courtroom, some things were brought up, and one of those things were Miller and Goodale actually began planning the murder of Graber 10 days to 2 weeks before actually killing her. And they even made a list of materials needed to act out that crime. And as you just heard from the lieutenant of Fairfield, it's been a very challenging and difficult time for the community. And tonight at 6, we'll actually hear from Millard himself as well as family members of Graber's. But for now, in Fairfield, Larissa Leone, Local 5 News. Stephanie?
All right, Larissa, thank you very much. Jeremy Goodale will be waiting until the 17th to hear his sentence. Under his plea agreement, prosecutors recommended a sentence of between 25 years and life with possibility of parole. His court date was originally set for August, and his attorney sought a delay in the hearing. It was bumped up after Graber's husband pled to speak to the court.